So we've got Outrun, Turbo Outrun. Sorry, was it in the 80s? Everything was turbo. Turbo 2000. It should be Turbo Outrun 2000. Tell us about this. Tell us what we've got here.
So the original Turbo Outrun. So it was released in 1989. It's an arcade racing game. It was a follow-up to 1986's Outrun. It was released as a dedicated game, as well as an upgrade kit for the original Outrun board. Like its predecessor, Turbo Outrun has players driving a Ferrari, this time a Ferrari F40. Players now traverse a set route across the entire continental United States, from New York City to Los Angeles, instead of the branching paths of the first game. In addition to a time limit, Turbo Outrun also adds a computer-controlled opponent driving a Porsche 959. The turbo in the title also plays a factor, as players can now press a button to receive a brief turbo boost. Various power-ups which increase the vehicle's attributes can now be chosen at various stages of the game. So that was the original arcade version of Turbo Outrun.
Well, you had the original Outrun first in the arcades. Probably one of the best driving games ever to come out in the arcades. Up there with Sega Rally. Hydraulic machine, fantastic music, brilliant game.
So this reimagined version of Turbo Outrun can be downloaded for free on itch.io. But you've also got Super Hang-On mixed in with the game. So at some stage you'll get to ride your bike instead of driving the car.
You choose one of the two most desirable sports cars in the 80s gaming history and blast your way through 5 races within the time limit while trying to stay in front of your opponent. If you need more speed, you've got a turbo boost button. Of course, you've got a turbo boost button. Make sure you keep an eye on the temperature gauge, as it will rise quickly if the temperature goes above 103 C. The turbo boost cannot be activated. Be gentle with your fancy ride. Crashing into the scenery will damage it. After each race, you get the chance to swap parts. So this isn't an ordinary Turbo Outrun clone, because the guy who's wrote this is into his driving simulation. So there's not going to be any power slides like you would get in Sega Rally and games like that. So he's tried to make the car handle in a realistic manner. So a heavy foot will make the tyres lose traction. Going hard on the brakes while steering will send the car in a straight line. And it's recommended that you use a Xbox controller. But yeah, as you can see by the video running there, it runs nice and smooth. Haven't yet played it, but I'll certainly be adding some extra gameplay to this. But are you a fan of car games?
I was. PS2 era. I really was in the PS2 era. I started off in the PS3 era and I kind of like drifted away from it. I feel like WRC Rally was one of my favourite ones.
Okay.
Just playing that, and Gran Turismo 3, I think, were the two ones that I was really into driving wise. And Gran Turismo 3 lasted ages as a game. There's so much in it. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
And then I think they lost me when they wanted me to keep my games console on overnight in order to get a trophy for one of the races. And I'm like, I don't think I'm going to do that. I had some epic races in Gran Turismo though with my mate Malcolm, and what we do 100 lap races. So we do 100 lap races, take about 3 hours to do. And then it would all come down to that. It would literally be neck and neck for the majority of the race. We could pop in to change your tyres, this, that, and the other, and then it'd be the last, what do you call it, run. And then that's where we decide, who wins and who loses.
Yeah.
I did play the original Outrun. I remember playing the original Outrun. I enjoyed the original Outrun.
Did you play the hydraulic version or the stand-up? Because
I was stand-up version.
I love the arcade driving games. It's the modern, more realistic driving games that I'm not much for anymore. The sort of the fun for me has been taken out. Yeah, they look realistic and they look like you're watching film footage, but not for me. Not for me. I like your classic Outrun, Chase HQ, Sega Rally, those type of games.
Road Rash.
Yeah, that was good fun. Road Rash, yeah.
That was good fun. I remember playing Road Rash with my mate Daniel at his house, his Mega Drive, and just smashing people with chains and baseball bats as you're going down some road. That was fun. I'm trying to think of other ones of similar nature that I played.
Yeah,
Scalextrics.
Scalextrics, okay.
Scalextrics. It was great because you could make your own track.
Okay, yeah.
That was the brilliant thing with Scalextrics. You could make your own track, and I'd spend a good half hour putting a track together. It would be really annoying because I couldn't save the bloody track after. God, nowadays it's easy to save, but those days, no, really difficult to save.
Yeah.
But it looks very fluid, very clean, very tidy.
Well, it's free. You can catch it on itch.io. Try it out.
Cool.